The Hour of Code is a worldwide effort to introduce as many people as possible to a very important field of endeavor in the world today, and that is computer coding.
The thing that's really exciting about the Hour of Code that you guys are going to be participating in this week, every student at CHS is going to take part in it, and as of right now, there are over 4.5 million people across the world who are all going to take part in the Hour of Code this week. Either in schools or at homes all across the world. So it's pretty cool that you are part of that 4.5 million people that are taking part in the Hour of Code. And we are being presented from code.org with $10,000 towards new technology for CHS.
I'd like to introduce to all of you the Secretary of Education for Vermont, Armando Villaseca, and we're both very happy and excited to present this check to Mr. Warren and Mrs. Sharkey. We will use this money to purchase 19 more laptops. CHS will add to it 5 more laptops and a laptop cart, so every student at CHS will now have more access to technology as a whole as we meet our goal of eventually being a one-to-one school. So congratulations.
This is Computer Science Education Week right now, and so that's why they're hosting the Hour of Code this week. And so their goal was to get students and adults and children and people all across the world basically to know what computer coding was and to be introduced to computer coding.
When you go to the website, there are a number of different tutorials that are available that range from super beginner first steps to some slightly more advanced things for students that maybe had some exposure or experience in the past. And when we first found out about it, after Tara and I talked, I went and sat down at a computer and went to the link where they had like the beta version of one of the things that the students could do, and then I spent the next 45 minutes doing it because I couldn't stop. I was like, oh, I gotta solve this one.
I think it's something that we all really need to learn. I would like to be a teacher, so it was really fun for me to do this when I was in middle school. So I think it'd be fun to maybe do this sort of thing with my students and create further generations that know how to code. I think that we need to be able to learn how to make what we're using and understand how things work.
I think this is important because we're not going to go backwards in time, we're moving forward, and technology is always going to be growing and changing, and if you don't know the basics, you're going to be having some trouble with the future, because there's a huge, technology is a huge part of our lives, and we see it daily in our phones and our computers.
Well, this is important because this is one of those areas where students will need to be familiar with as they go into the future. And it doesn't matter if they're going to go into engineering. You don't have to be an engineer. You could be doing, whether it's teaching, whether it's working in applied manufacturing, whether it's working in a business office, you need the technology skills. That what's happening here should be happening in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. We need to have students doing this earlier on as opposed to starting in high school when they may have made some decisions about what they want to do in the future.
I would say that there's 2 reasons why we were excited about doing this today. One is with all of the standards changing, our math teachers and our science teachers have been really trying to realign their curriculum to the Common Core and to the next generation science standards. So one of the things that is clear from the new set of standards is engineering practices, and that students need to have experience with those. So as a school, both our math and science teachers are trying to incorporate technology, engineering, computer programming whenever they have the chance. So this was a perfect fit. The other reason why it was important for us to do is it's another hands-on way to get students to experience what's behind how their cell phone works. All of our students have access to so much technology, but many of them don't know how it works, and this is just a little bit of skimming the surface as to how does your cell phone work, and hopefully will inspire them to go into computer engineering as a career.